We're here at the Royal Canadian Legion in Estevan for Day 7 of the 11 Days of Remembrance feature. Joining me once again is the curator of the Southeast Military Museum, Craig Bird. And it looks like you have 3 great examples of these items that you're going to be featuring for us today.
Yeah, so today we want to talk a little bit about the memorial plaques that were given out at the end of the First World War. So we had talked previously about the memorial crosses that were given to the mothers. Typically, the memorial plaques were sent out to the fathers as, again, just an honorary thing for having a son and having them, sacrifice for the cause. That was World War I. They were commonly referred to as the dead man's penny or death pennies, just because they look like a large penny. Each of the plaques has the name of the soldier that lost their lives on them, and basically came with a thank you note from the king as well, just for their service and their sacrifice at the end of the day. I was able to get several of them. We have a gentleman from the southeast, Richard, or Dick, as he was known by Hart, who was, his family was from the Radville area, and we have a nice plaque with a picture of Dick and his memorial cross that went to his mother, but we also located his memorial plaque that went to his dad, and we also have his issued World War I medals. We also have a couple of personal items, some buttons from a uniform and his cap badge at the time. And we also were able to locate the original picture of his gravesite with the wooden cross before it was replaced with a stone cross back, or a stone memorial back sometime in the 1920s after they were redoing all of the cemeteries and whatnot. So when the cemetery was completed, they actually put a stone marker up for him at the end of it. And he's got some tragic circumstances. He was actually working at a number 6 gun pit when they were under attack with counter artillery fire. So the Germans and both the Canadians would find out where the opposing units were and would shell them to destroy them so that they couldn't shell the other guys. And while he was on duty at the gun pit, he ended up being struck with some counter-artillery fire and was injured. And unfortunately, he was also set on fire with some of the stuff, so they couldn't immediately rescue him. He was eventually rescued and taken to a casualty clearing station where unfortunately he did succumb to his injuries at the end of the day. So I also have a typical, it's a memorial card that would have went out after the war. So his memorial plaque and the scroll would have been issued in 1921 and 1922 and sent out to his family, and they kind of kept a record of who they went to and the address, because all of this stuff, of course, was done after the war. And they went through all of the records to honor all of these guys that had lost their lives. So I also have 2 other memorial plaques, another Canadian that was from BC, and I don't know 100% that it was to him because his name, James McLeod, is on there. So when I looked to see if I could identify him positively, there's 17 James McLeods that were killed during during the First World War, and only 1 Canadian. So he's out of BC. I was fortunate enough to be able to get a picture of him, and I also have a reproduction medal set of the awards that he would have been issued. And there was a little bit of a news article, basically in the newspaper, saying that he was killed in action during the First World War. And the other gentleman I just recently picked up out of the U.S., he was killed in Egypt during the First World War. He was a sergeant major of the Cameroonians and was killed in 1915. And he was also a award winner. He was awarded for conspicuous gallantry and devotion to duty. He displayed great courage and determination in recovering a wounded man who was under heavy fire. So he won the Distinguished Conduct Medal for his actions, and we have his memorial plaque here as well. And just kind of nice to see some of the gallantry that was going on, and to commemorate him, even though he wasn't a Canadian, he was a Scotsman from Glasgow. I think it's still important to keep those guys in our memory.